doing well, and welcome back to the channel. So just wanted to do a quick video today. It's Saturday. It's in Canada. This is Thanksgiving weekend. Um, it's kind of a shitty day out. It's overcast and a little bit on the cool side. Still, if you got a jacket on or go a little bit overboard like I did with this, it's still comfortable out here. And our Blue Jays are made it to the next round, so all positive here. But yeah, I wanted to shoot a quick video here talking about Rush and them going back out again. And I talked about this on a video about I think it was about a week ago. I was all excited, like, wow, Rush is coming back. Hey Tyler, how are you? I was all excited about Rush coming back. I thought it was a great idea, and even if they're not, which obviously in their 70s, they're not going to be the same as they were 20 years ago, but still it's Rush, and who doesn't love Rush? Well, some people don't, but I do, so I was all excited about that, right? And then over the course of the week, as it got closer to ticket sales going on, and there's here they had two shows originally, and then they added on two more shows, so there was plenty of opportunity to go see them. So but then the rumors started coming out because the tickets in other cities were going up before. They still have the desire to play music. I think it's beautiful that they're going to come back. I totally agree with that, Mr. Music. So, so then the tickets in some of the other cities was coming up, and I was seeing these prices that were like crazy. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. That's got to be, like whatever, trolling or just, trying to get a stir out of people. And then I got on the site here, and what was it, Thursday or Friday? It was a pre-sale. When I checked it out, and when I was looking at it, they were offering 300 levels, so that's basically your nosebleeds, and they were still going for $505 a seat. Okay, so two things. One, I'm not going to say that it's a cash grab. I'm not going to take that route. I'm not going to say, oh, they're just trying to make money. And obviously, they're trying to make money. Obviously, they've got a huge overhead. Obviously, they're putting on a big show. Obviously, it costs more nowadays to put on a production to the scale that they want to put on a production. It costs more today than it did 10 years ago when I saw them there. Okay. I'm not going to get into that. Dude, you know, everybody has a right to make. This is capitalist society, you know. You can charge whatever people are willing to pay. So I got no problem with the price of these tickets, right? They can charge whatever they want. But that aside, Savage Cree 75, not quite sure what that means. But anyways, so that whole the tickets thing aside, you got to look at, well, do you feel good about spending that to see that show, right? And as much as, like, they're top three bands for me, and I mean, it's not like, if I buy tickets, like, I'm not gonna eat for a week. I mean, I can afford it and all that, so it's nothing to do with that. It's just the principle of the thing. How much are you willing to pay to go see them? And again, this isn't a knock at them. They can charge whatever they want. They can charge $10,000 a seat if they can. If they get it, God bless them. It's nothing to do with that. It's more on you as a consumer, as somebody who is going to pay to go and see this show. Well, thank you so much, Savage Crease 75. It's you as a consumer. It's you as how much you, I don't know. How much do you feel you want to see this show? How much is it worth it? Like, is it $500 worth it? Okay, hang on a second here. Let me just get rid of this. All right. So anyway, so yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Is $500 for nosebleed tickets? Do you find that a little bit extreme? Um, is it still worth it for you? Again, this is all about is it worth it for you? Not that they're cash grabbing, and that it's not my point. My point is, at what point? What's your threshold? Just to give a little bit of perspective. I saw them 10 years ago in 2015, and I joined some kind of, I don't know, some club or something to get tickets earlier, and I ended up I got a tote bag with Starman on it, and I got some goodies in there, and a like a like not a tour book, but sort of like a little booklet, and I got wooden picks and all this weird stuff. But the most important part was by doing that, I was able to get two tickets on the floor, and I think the whole thing all told was about $300, right? So for floor tickets, where I think the floor tickets now are. I think they're like between, depending on where you are, between 1 and 3 or 4 thousand. I'm not sure. My dad signed up for artist pre-sale. It starts on Monday, hopefully to get tickets for Cleveland date. Her tickets are ridiculous. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Tyler. At the Kia Forum, they were showing $201. 500? No, maybe 180. Yeah. Well, you gotta keep in mind, being in Canada, so that a $300 ticket in the U.S. would be like a $500 ticket up here. You love my channel. What's my favorite Rush guitar solo? Oh man, La Villa Strangiato is the first one that pops into my head. That's the first one that pops into my head. Let's just go with that, because there's too many others. Obviously, Limelight. Now, off the top of my head, though, La Villa Strangiato, just because of that slow build, like it's a very fleshed out solo. Yeah, yeah. So, what are your feelings on concert tickets? What's your cutoff point? Like like, well, how would I say this? Rush would be one of those bands that I'd be willing to go to my maximum amount that I'd be willing to pay, but $500 exceeds that maximum. I'm kind of Mr. Music. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I've got every Rush live Blu-ray that they've ever put out. I even got that booklet that came out years ago. It's like a booklet, and every sleeve there's all the live Rush Blu-rays in there. I've got all of those. Yeah, I watch. I've got a lot of concert Blu-rays, but I always find that I keep going back to the Rush ones because they just, I don't know. There's something about that band. And all those Blu-rays were made like when they were like our 40 or 50. Most of them are made like later on, like in the later 90s, 2000s upward, right? You know, young Rush. I mean, I think on one of my Blu-rays, I've got that Capitol uh, theater show in New Jersey. It's in black and white. There's that Laura. Is it Laura Secord High School? I got that. Hey Cushman, how are you? I've got that. And they were just that's John Rutsey was on the drums back then. I have that. But there's and then there's another one which is like around moving pictures time, but it's not a full concert. There's cut in things in there, whatever. But most of unfortunately, I wish they had more of the earlier concerts where you could see like the Farewell of Kings tour, like the whole thing. That for me would be the best because that's kind of my favorite period. When they had more dates, I thought they would put different cities in. No, just the same cities minus Mexico City got more shows. I think the thinking behind that, Tyler, from what I've heard, is Alex doesn't like to do a lot of traveling, so they just want to almost do like residency type of idea, where they'll hit like sort of a central area and do multiple shows, so people come to them instead of them going to the people. I think that's their thinking around there. So I think rather than add more locations, they're more likely to add more dates to existing locations just for that reason. 'Cause Alex doesn't want to travel much. Yeah, yeah. I don't think this is going to be a full blown tour as previous years. I think this again is going to be select cities, multiple shows. But anyways, so yeah, so I believe they are playing. I think so, Cushman. I thought I saw that. Yeah. So anyway, so that's why I just wanted to come on here and talk about the Rush situation. So, and online when I'm looking online, there's a lot of people bitching and moaning about the prices of the tickets. And you know what? I, if you could charge that to come see you, you would. That's the way I look at it. I mean, you know, if they're charging them money and people are willing to pay it, God bless them. And I'm not saying this, like anybody that says it's worth it and it's going, I don't have any qualms with them. I mean, it's fine. Like my whole thing is, as a personal thing, at what point does it hit the breaking point where you're not going to be willing, like that exceeds my threshold. And it doesn't exceed my threshold because not being able to afford it. It exceeds my threshold because I just can't justify paying that kind of money to go see them, right? But some people can, and God bless them, and they're going to go see Rush, and that's terrific. And Rush, I'm sure they're going to sell everything out, and I hope they do. Okay. I got a bunch of them in here today. Okay. Hey, Russ, how are you? Quick hello. Yeah. And I'm back. Just want to talk a little bit about the Rush situation. I hope the drummer shows his talent. Rush wouldn't be part of. Yeah, I hope they do. And and I mean, keep in mind these guys are in their 70s. They're not going to play everything exactly correctly, or Getty's not going to hit the notes. But if you're going to show up and you're going to pay the money, don't go to criticize. Um, I don't think they're going to be doing any more shows after this, Tyler. I don't think. I think they're more likely to do another. If you ask me, what are the two things? Would they do another tour, or they would do a concert after this? I would say probably the music. They would, of the two, doing another tour or an album after this. I would probably say more likely the album, because I think I've heard or I've read that they kind of been working on shit, and they gotta, because they were jam every day. That's like they live close to each other. They're together like a lot. And if they're jamming, as much as they say they're jamming, there's got to be a lot of stuff that, riffs and things that are just kind of sitting in there, right? So it's just a matter of going through it and trying to put some music together. Yeah. All right, folks. I'm gonna make this one short. Just wanted to talk a little bit about Rush. We need another Geddy Lee solo. There's his new EP coming out. Yeah, yeah. The Envy of None stuff. It's uh, it's a lot. It's very. There's a lot going on. It's very atmospheric. It's very moody. It's pretty cool. Some of it. Can't say I can get into all of it, but some of it I can, and what I can, I really enjoy. Um, I don't know the uh, lady's voice. I don't know the lady singer. I can't think of her name off the top of my head, but she's got an amazing voice. And Alex is doing a lot of textural stuff on that, a lot of soundscapey stuff, you know. It's very cool. The songs are very elaborate. Everything sounds like an epic. It's everything's like Ten Commandments, but it's good. Hey Dwight, how are you? Yeah. Look for me and Martin on SOT tomorrow morning, or I'm not sure when Pete's gonna air it, but we've got an album ranking show that we just recorded, so that'll be on tomorrow. That should be fun. How's Dwight doing today? So, it's gonna wrap this up. So, if you're in Canada, happy Thanksgiving weekend. In the comments, let me know what your feelings are about the rush. Is it something you're gonna do? Or is it something that, what, it's just not something you can wrap your head around? Maybe it's a little bit extreme for you. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about the whether you're gonna go see Rush, and how you feel about getting tickets. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, but I hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's doing well. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, folks, and we'll catch you. Yeah. I'll be live next Saturday, I believe. Or no, in 2 weeks I'll be live. Yeah. Got a show next weekend. All right. Take care, guys. Take it easy.